They came and saved me. Got the vet on the trailer, uncle's truck. Last minute save. All right, y'all, we are back home. Not on a good note though. This damn car gave up on me on my way back up from Cali. 10-hour drive, about 4 hours into it. And I hear a loud tapping noise. Tap, 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 tap. Sounded like a lifter, but it wasn't ticking. So I'm pretty sure either the lifter collapsed or it seized up. It was making a loud tapping noise. I had to pull over. I had to drive another 15 minutes just to get into town to see what it is, see if I could fix it. I opened up the top of the valve covers. I didn't see nothing. So now we're here home. We towed it all the way back, and time to tear it apart and diagnose this thing. First thing I'm gonna do really is take off. It sounded like it was coming from this side, but I'm still gonna check both sides. I'm gonna take off, the valve cover. I'm gonna try to start it. If it runs, that's fine. If not, then we'll see. If it makes that loud tapping noise, I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm not gonna leave it running like that. I know there's a way to figure out if it is a rod knock or piston slap. But as far as I can tell, I don't think it's rod knock and I don't think it's piston slap. Like I said, we're gonna tear it down anyway, so we'll figure that out as we go. But the first thing I want to do is just make sure the top end looks like it's running right. If it is a collapsed lifter, I'm expecting to see a not a rocker arm, but a push rod either not moving or getting thrown up intermittently rather than, fully staying and keeping its pressure and tension. But like I said, we'll get these valve covers off. I'm going to take off this hood already just because it's going to be in the way of doing this. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it's just a lifter. I really hope the lifter didn't tear into the cam. If it tore into the cam, that's going to be a whole nother series, man. That's not going to just be a episode kind of thing. That's going to be a whole series, man. It's going to be a damn season on that. So like I said, fingers crossed. We'll get in there, take a look at that cam lobe, make sure it's good. If it's not, we'll tear it apart and go from there. We'll see what we're gonna do though. The funny thing is too, I just got my plates, man. I was expecting to just drive around, no worries, getting around town, but things happen, man. So I'm just glad we got it back home. Thanks to my dad and my sister for coming out. Also my uncle for allowing us to borrow the truck, even to get it out here on a trailer that we had to rent. All the tow truck companies were trying to charge $4 grand, $2 grand for AAA. It was 6 hours away from here, and I was just like, damn, that's too much, man. And luckily they came in clutch with that. I'm excited for that they did that. I'm thankful for them. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Uncle. Let's get down to tearing this thing down, man. All right, so we verified the noise. It's coming from this back intake lifter or valve back here, this area. This one was tapping. I had the valve covers off with the coil still hooked up. All this running. We started it up and I was just waiting for the tapping noise. I didn't hear it on that side, but then we started hearing it. I heard it on this side. And yeah, sure enough, I saw the rocker arm getting kicked against the push rod getting kicked against the rocker arm, which tells me that the lifter is failing. So now that we know that's where it's at, we're gonna take off this whole side. I'm just gonna do all the lifters on this whole car just because one failed. I might as well do them all. So yeah, next step, we're gonna start tearing this thing apart. We'll get into that shortly. Opening up the oil filter. Not really much in there as far as I can tell of metal. You can see a little bit of sparkle on the bottom. I don't know if that'll pick it up. All right, we got everything pretty much taken together, or taken apart. All the lines are disconnected, every single connector, starters off, headers are off, AC compressor disconnected, bracket is off, cooler line bolts are off on both sides, oil cooler's disconnected, oil is drained, the oil cooler lines are disconnected. We got pretty much everything out, radiator, steering rack, everything we need to take out. All the grounds are disconnected. All that is left to be done is disconnecting the bell housing bolts, or I'm thinking about just disconnecting the torque tube, but we'll see. I don't know which way is easiest. And then I'm gonna put on this bracket here, lifting plate bracket, and we can pull it out, send it off to the machine shop. I am gonna take it apart before I send it off. I'll see what they recommend on taking out these pistons. Either I take them out here, or if they want to take them out over there, whatever is best. Because I am gonna have them gap the rings. I don't know if they're gonna rebore this or if they're gonna re-sleeve it, because I could get new sleeves for this block. This is a Texas speed block. But obviously I'm gonna have to order some new piston rings as well, so that they can gap those to size. But like I said, I still got to talk to them about it, see what they say, see what they're going to do about it. I do have to disconnect the motor mount bolts from the block. Those are the last two things left: bell housing and the block. Motor mounts, I mean. I did order a pulley puller for this, but I will be doing that off of the car. This is the whole reason why I'm getting to the cam. As you can see on those cam lobes there, you can see the wear on them. I mean, you could see the lines from here. I'm sure you could feel them as well. You can see it's just significant wear as far as I can tell. But I did, the cam did come in. It's a stage 3 V2 cam from BTR. I got everything with it. I still have to do push rod length to see what I'm gonna do, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the lifters. I don't know if I wanna stick with these Delphi LS7 lifters, or if I'm gonna go with the Johnson lifters, the link bars. And those are shorter travel, so obviously it's not gonna use the push rods we had before with the new cam and with the new lifters. So once I did order this here from Comp Cams. It's their push rod length checker. This goes from, I forgot what size it goes through. I thought it would say on here, but I guess not. It should be within the range of where we need it. I got all the parts cleaned up here. Brackets are cleaned. Still got to clean the intercooler. I'm probably gonna get a new radiator. That one's just trashed, beat up. I'm gonna see if I could get one that can clear the supercharger inlet or intake. Still gotta clean those brackets. Water pump, I mean the water pump back there, power steering, and the AC compressor bracket. Got this off, probably gonna polish this or paint it, not sure yet. Obviously gonna order new gaskets and seals. Still gotta clean these up. I don't know if I'm gonna drop them off at the machine shop, have them clean them out, make them look brand new. We'll send off the injectors as well, or I might just buy new ones. These ones seem to be outdated, but I'm gonna send them off to the injector place to get them cleaned off, to see if they're still good enough to use. I do have to send off the supercharger as well in order to get it to be resealed and inspected by Vortec, because it is still leaking, which was causing that big mess all over the car. I mean, it even got on the intercooler. All these parts were covered in gunk, even the power steering rack. I cleaned that up. These especially, I'll show before and after pictures. I cleaned off the blow-off valve. And I just got a whole bunch of boxes everywhere for everything I'm gonna need to finish up cleaning this. I did clean up the block significantly. This thing was not looking like this before. It was very dirty. Now it's somewhat clean. Still not done with it. Obviously, when I take out the block, I'm gonna reheat shielding all these lines. I did have a O2 sensor line get burned through on the passenger side, as you can see. Way too close to the header. I did not wrap this side header, but now that it's off, I had to take off the oil cooler lines to get it off. I will be wrapping that, re-wrapping the bottom half of that. Maybe it's gonna scrape off again, so I don't see a point. But yeah, that's the cam there. Let's go ahead and get on this lifting plate and be ready for tomorrow when we take her out. Out here in the garage, we got this engine hoist here from the neighbor. He's letting me use this to pull the motor. I did go get this Pittsburgh brand engine stand from Harbor Freight, $100. Not too bad. I did pull apart this oil filter. I did not find any metal in the inner part of the pleats. So as far as I can tell, the bearings should be fine in the engine, the motor, but we will see once we get to that point. I have to undo the bottom torque tube tunnel plate to get ready to unbolt the torque tube from the bell housing. I think I'm just gonna do it that way. It's easier to get to those bolts than the bell housing bolts. But yeah, all you gotta do is that, and then start pulling this motor out. For this to fit, I did have to take off the front bumper and the bumper guard or whatever it is. Obviously the side brake ducting areas, just to get it to this point. I don't know how that's gonna do. It's gonna be kind of risky to me. I know it'll tilt back, so hopefully it won't hit anything over here when I jack it up. I still have to take off the motor mounts and get under there and do the torque tube bolts. So let's do that. All right, as you can see, the engine is out. Finally, I did make a big mistake, and I did hit right here on the passenger side fender. That's just because the wheels were locking up on one side, but it's my fault for not centering it while pulling it. But we got it out finally. I put this this back on just to get out of the way. I'm probably gonna put the bumper, just hang it right here, just keep it out of the way. You can see how dirty it is down there and how empty the engine bay is now. I got all my mess everywhere. We got the freaking heads right here, all the other parts over here, bumper, intercooler, everything else. I got all these bolts labeled. Got some baggies and a labeler. Labeled them all. These parts are clean. Now we just got to get to tearing this down. Plans for that is taking off the front timing cover, harmonic balancer, getting out the cam and inspecting that, the cam bearings mainly, and then flipping it over and looking under the bottom end to see if there's anything wrong there. Hopefully not. I'm gonna take off the oil pan while it's hanging down, just so I don't flip over any metal into the engine. Don't want to do that. Got this engine stand from Harbor Freight, $100, easy. And yeah, now we just got to get to stripping down the motor and sending it off to the machine shop so they can get to reboring or re-sleeving these piston walls. It's not major, it's not real bad, but it's enough for me to just do it anyways. Might as well. I'm already in here. I don't want to be in here anytime soon. But now we're gonna work on getting off this oil pump. So we'll start doing that. I think I'm gonna drop the pan first because I'm gonna get a new gasket. I'll probably just take this off. I'll see. I don't know. I've never took this off before, so I'm gonna try and take it off just like this. Drop the pan after, but let's try and see if it comes off right now. Some plastic dowels inside of the oil pump. I want to be real careful with, yeah, I'm just gonna drop the pan. You have to drop it anyway, so. Let's get the pan out of the way. the oil pan is off. We're gonna be getting new gaskets, so don't worry about that. Yeah, new gasket for sure. Alright. And now that I'm in here, I don't see any metal down here in the pan. No metal at all. Oil looks obvious.
Now you can see there, that is where we found the broken
metal in here, so
end of the lifter. I didn't notice it then, but now I do. And while I was cleaning out the oil pan, I had noticed it, and that was where the broken part of the lifter ended up going.
Just slides right out. Let me take this crank pulley off. Bolts. Crank bolts. Slides right off the cam gears. Timing mark. Timing mark. It's right here. What the fuck? I thought this was supposed to match this. Maybe it's a different stroke. Oil pump. Looks good. Probably just a factory oil pump. Let's get these bolts off. Get this thing out of here. Looks like a 12. Let me bag up these bolts. Should be locked in place. Yeah. Tendency. Yep. That'll do. That'll do. Another couple tens. Gasket looks good. Oh, we're still replacing that. No metal to be found. Okay. This cam will come right up. That's a big cam, huh? Okay, it's a comp cam. Oh, it is a GT22 cam. And I guess that is supposed to be from Langenfelter, but it's comp cam. GT22. Yep, it is what they said it was. And time to inspect the cam bearings. Alright, we got the engine flipped over now. I'm going to take off this windage tray. See what we got going on under there. Okay. I'm just looking for any signs of where that lifter may have went. See my crank sensor. These are some nice pistons. I won't lie to you. You can see the Texas Speed main caps. These are the spacers for the windage tray. I'll leave that on. All right, let's go ahead and label these cylinders. Paint them. I believe this has 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. If I'm not mistaken. 2, 4, 6, 8. All the dots are pointing forward. 1, 3, 5. Oh shit. Clean up that excess that I just spilled. Sorry, camera. You're getting moved around. So that should be cylinder 8 and cylinder 2. All right, excuse the mess, but I did clean up one combustion chamber on the head, and I got my syringe here. Took some glass, you can't really see it on camera. Put it here, got my highest point on the bubble. There's water in there now, you can't even tell. But I cleaned it out as best I could, put the spark plug, torqued it down. And I ended up getting 3 of these and up to, I think it was 67 milliliters of water in here. Now I just gotta take that and convert it to cc. But yeah, I just took a piece of glass, put some grease around the edge here. Got this syringe here and measured how much I put in there up to the top hole to where all the air is out. So now I'll take that, calculate. I did find out the bore size was a 4.130. The head gasket size was a 0.055, I believe. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I did use a micrometer and then a dial bore gauge here to measure that. So now I can take those and figure out what my combustion is. I know the my compression ratio, I'm sorry. I know what the volume is on these pistons because I figured out which ones they are exactly. I'll list the part number that I found and the list that I found on Wesco. On their website, I found which ones these are. Even on here, it'll tell you. These are 6.125 beam rods. And then on here is a little part number. You can barely see it on camera. I'll just put a picture of it up. And it was, I forgot exactly what it was, but I'll put that number down in the video. So let's go ahead and figure out what our compression ratio is now. These are ported and polished heads, so you can see the porting marks on them. So I'm expecting this to be a higher volume than the stock heads. Definitely some upgraded valves. I'm still going to check the play, if there's any play on those. Once I get my valve spring compressor tool, it's in the house, I just got to go get it. And take out these valves and see if they wobble at all. see if my valve guides are bad. They should be good. I mean, if they got ported and polished, I'm sure they went ahead and fixed the valves as well. I haven't had any issues with that, but we will double check and make sure. So I'll get back to you guys once I figure out that compression ratio. So as a precautionary measure, I did buy a oil dumbbell from sackcitycorvette.com, which is gonna go right there. Just peace of mind, I wanted to replace it, make sure that seal wasn't leaking, make sure all the fluid that goes through those channels gets filtered into the oil filter without bypassing that, because I want everything to go through the oil filter. Also, it's gonna be better for the oil pressure as well, I believe, and oil flow, since this dumbbell has this sort of tapered end to it that they claim improves oil, flow. So we're gonna do that, put that in there. I still gotta clean the rest of these heads. So once I clean these, I'll get back to you guys. They are built heavily with carbon. Hopefully this carb cleaner can get it done. We'll see. I still wanna take these out. I got a valve spring compressor coming in tomorrow, so I could take out all these valves, check the valve guides, clean up the valves, and probably even lap the valves, make sure they're seating correctly as well. As far as I could tell, they seem like they are seating right, so we'll see when we get to that point. Still want to clean these up, probably paint those, and get ready to clean the rest of this stuff. Especially that intercooler, that's real dirty. I want to clean the inside of it as well, because I know there's oil in there. Clean that water pump, get ready to paint some of these and even polish some of these pieces, such as that supercharger bracket. I'm still on the fence of getting new pistons, or just replacing one of these sleeves, the one that was damaged, because they are expensive, they aren't cheap. I think I might just replace the sleeve here, possibly this one. I don't know, I still have to take more of a good look at them properly, see if I feel anything. But this side looks fine. I mean, slight wear marks, but I think it's fine. I don't feel it like I do on that one. So we'll see what we're gonna do.